Back in the day, me and my friends would like look at the successful cases of these like twinks that like found these sugar daddies and they got married and like they had these cars and just living lavishly, and they're like, thinking like, I want to be them. But now being older, wiser, independent, I'm like, they're probably so miserable.
What the hell's going on?
Hi.
Hey! Thank you for putting up with my bullshit schedule.
Thank you for my drink.
You're more than welcome. I love when they're easy.
Ooh, a drink in a big phallic shape in front of my face.
What more would you want in life?
It's a great day.
Right? And we're only like 5 seconds into the podcast. It can only go downhill. No, kidding. Only uphill. That's right.
Keep the standard low.
That's what I like to do.
Absolutely.
As long as you keep expectations low, you can only surprise people.
And if I suck, don't ever tell me.
Well, if you can do it constructively. If you're blissfully unaware that you suck, then someone can tell you in a kind and constructive manner.
Yeah.
It's helpful.
Constructive criticism is always good. It's just how constructive are they typically?
Well, hopefully friends and family are actually constructive. People on the internet, not at all.
Seldom.
Yeah. Most of the time, criticism on the internet comes in, you suck. Well, please, expand on why I suck.
Yeah. Although sometimes I feel like you can see sometimes like a pattern, and you can learn from those, even if it can be really harsh critiques.
Yeah. At least make an actual critique instead of just being like, you suck, you're horrible. Like,
yeah.
Those are just opinions, dog. Why am I horrible?
Do you like reading hate comments?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I love it too. I find it so entertaining.
Oh, see, the way I look at it is, sorry to the audience who's heard this a million times, they're just engagement metrics.
Yeah.
Like, the algorithm literally doesn't give a fuck what you have to say as long as you say something on my content.
Sure. You're boosting me, you're helping me.
Exactly. I don't know you. I don't know your background. I don't know your education. I don't know what kind of fucking day you had. Why would I take your opinion on fucking anything to heart?
Word.
I don't know you.
We're grown. You're an invisible person.
I don't see you creating anything. I don't see you putting yourself out there.
You're nobody, truly.
Right. Like, why should I be bothered by your opinion? And like, my favorite is when these motherfuckers, I engage with them. I tell them.
Oh, see, I never engage.
Oh, I engage all the time because I am trying to draw out more hate comments. Smart. And these motherfuckers, I'm living rent free in your head. I'm like, no, you're supporting my content. Yeah. I tell them. They get so mad when you're like, thanks for the support. I'm not supporting you. You just did again. Oh. Thank you.
Yeah, you're like opening the veil. They
can't accept it. They're like, I'm like, your ego is just put you in a place where you're going to keep responding to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the best is like when they'll get angry enough to actually DM me and I'll screenshot the DM and be like, no, you have to talk to me in public where it matters. I'm not arguing with you. We're not having a good faith argument. I'm using you for engagement. So fighting with you in my DMs does nothing.
Yeah. How often are you engaging?
Oh, almost on the daily.
Oh, wow.
Because unfortunately, when you interview sex workers, these hateful motherfuckers come out of the fucking woodwork.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy sometimes. I feel like, do you put your stuff on TikTok?
No, because TikTok hates me.
Okay. I felt like, I don't really do TikTok anymore, but when I was posting on there, that was where I got the most hateful, aggressive comments. Like Twitter, Instagram, Twitter the least, Instagram once in a while, but TikTok, it was in droves. Like, I mean, I didn't mind. Like,
it's engagement.
I think it's funny. Like, truly, like, I've been through enough. I have thick skin. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Well, nor should you. They're fucking strangers. They don't exist.
Truly.
And also, anyone who would take the time out of their day instead of just scrolling away to leave a hateful comment on strangers' content, how could you take them seriously?
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people who are affected, which sucks.
Well, it's a muscle to be developed.
Sure.
Because it's human nature when someone comes at you with disrespect. You want to actually, you get emotionally involved.
Thank you for all the bullying in middle school and high school.
Is that how you got it to where we are now?
Yeah, I'm so grown now. I'm such a strong woman because of it.
Hey, that's the beautiful part about like fucking trauma. You know, it gets you to where you are now.
Absolutely. You grow. You grow, hopefully in a constructive and positive way.
Knock on wood on that shit.
Deadass.
That doesn't always happen that way,
Unfortunately.
especially in this biz.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unfortunately, sometimes this is the 13th grade.
Yeah. You know, oh no, actually. I was like to say, in my, amongst my peers, it feels like we all get along for the most part. And I definitely do feel like we don't have the catty school like cool kids. I feel like there's definitely people who like form groups, but overall, we're just all happy gals.
Well, and that makes sense. Like, unfortunately, like, y'all gals are discriminated against.
Sure.
So, like, it makes sense for everyone to band together and, like,
Mhm.
fucking, it's kind of us versus them.
That sentiment is real, but something I witnessed when I came into the industry was how fucking difficult it was to make friends. Like, I thought coming in, here are my trans sisters, the queer community is here. We're all in the same industry. Like, I thought we'd like click immediately and we'd all be best buds and girlfriends. And it took like years and a conscious effort on my part to be like, I'm going to make friends. I'm going to force people to hang out. And I've been able to build community, but it's been a fucking process.
Unfortunately, because so many people's careers are fucking vapid. They're just gone. They're just
Sure.
vapor. And it's like, well, who do you invest in? Because are they going to be here in 6 months? Or
Mm-hmm.
are they just looking to see what you can do for their career? Like, there's a lot of filling out on, like, who do you really fucking invest in? At least that's my anecdotal experience.
Yeah. I mean, like me personally, like I don't care how long someone's going to be in the industry,
Well, it's more are they going to invest in you because they don't know if you're going to be around?
Yeah. So when you say investment, are you mean like the emotional and mental investment of a
Yeah,
friendship?
yeah. Like,
Yeah. A lot of people are definitely very wary of investing. I think people are very guarded on their like emotional and mental outputs.
well, and understandably so, because unfortunately, especially as performers,
Uh-huh.
I've seen over the years, people, sell a bill of goods in a lot of cases and then don't fucking deliver, or, it's like, oh yeah, I want to be romantically involved with you. I want to be your friend. And then like when push comes to shove, they're not actually there. So people end up jaded and guarded.
Yeah, and there's definitely a good amount of people, but there's so many also like just really great people with great personalities and who have a lot of love and kindness to share. It's just, hey bitch, let's hang out, let's
Well,
do shit.
You just gotta crack the shell. Like,
You genuinely do.
yeah, they're like M&Ms. It's like a hard candy coating,
Yeah.
but once you're like, the chocolate and the goodness is all in there.
But then you have like the other thing with fucking LA. People don't drive. If it takes longer than 25 minutes, they will not go there.
Facts. Facts.
I personally don't understand that. Like, I was just talking to a girlfriend the other night, and she was like, oh, this friend of mine was talking about, like, maybe reigniting this friendship, and I should go hang out. But she lives, like, 40 minutes from me. And I was like, okay. It's 40 minutes deep.
I understand. I get it. Like, I don't see friends in the valley very often.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be an event.
Really? Yeah. I mean, fair. Does, like, hanging out at the pool count as an event?
It can. It definitely can. But like, it's not going to be one of those like, yo, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
If you're 40 minutes away, it's going to be like, we're making plans.
Sure. No, and that's true. We only have so much time during the day.
Because, my homies in Hollywood, it will be like, oh shit, I got a little time. Like, yo, what are you doing right now? You want to go grab a slice, go hit a bar or something like that?
Yeah.
But friends anywhere outside of Hollywood?
Yeah, you ain't doing that.
No, I will see you once every 6 months if we're lucky and we're actually like doing something planned.
Yeah.
And if either one of us have any life hiccups, well, shit, see you in 6 months.
We're all busy.
And that's the other problem with LA. It's like all of us are here pursuing shit and doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the majority of us are like clocking a 9 to 5 and then, oh, once we get off work, we got all the time in the world, so we got to punch back in.
No, hustle culture is so real here, which I personally hate. Like, I feel like if I could make good money and do something I was successful at and just have a nice 9 to 5, I totally would. I love structure.
Why are you here?
Because I'm good at this and it makes good money.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It has upward mobility.
Absolutely.
The sky's the fucking limit. Like, you don't have to fucking convince a boss to give you a fucking promotion.
Yep. You're not answering to anybody. I get to wake up at like 9 o'clock. Love that. Sometimes 10.
Right? Noon if you're feeling crazy. Yeah. As long as you make it till fucking set and people don't think you're unreliable. Like,
Yeah. Hey, if you have work the next day, no, it's like, keep it to one glass. Keep it to one glass. You got to show up on time. It's just like, this past Sunday was the T Awards, and I had to be on, my call time was 1 p.m. in the Valley. I live in fucking DTLA, so it's like, that's an hour commute. And I maybe had 3 cocktails over a 5-6 hour span.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was so sober. And I still went to the afters for a little bit.
You're an award winner. Someone should have been driving you. It's your night. You should have been able to tear it up.
No, but I made the decision. Ricky Greenwood, was like, hey, Kasey, will you take this shoot? And it's been a little dry for me the past couple months. So, I truly, beggars can't be choosers. And I think you should take as many opportunities that are given because you just never know when they're going to go away.
Well, yeah, that is the downside of the biz is like,
sure.
It ebbs and flows. Like
100%. There's, new people come in and they become the hot object, and rightfully so, directors want to shoot them. Even though I know I'm consistent, hot, I have a good fan base, but like they want to let other people shine, and they should be able to shine. But I'm over here like, book me.
Like, but I have rent.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, well, thank God for OnlyFans. Thank God for OnlyFans. That gave, I feel like, a lot of porn stars so much more freedom and not being so overly reliant on doing studio porn. I can't imagine not having my OnlyFans income and just relying on porn. That would be horrible.
Oh, I come from that era.
Yeah.
Like, I know some
crazy.
fairly well-established performers who were like basically living gig to gig at points.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if I don't get fucking booked, I don't know how I'm going to make rent. And like, that was a wild time because like full service was so fucking frowned upon publicly. Like everyone was still, privately, everyone was still fucking doing it. But like people were like, oh, I got to go do full service because I have no fucking bookings.
It's so interesting to me, like the stigma surrounding that amongst like porn stars. Very curious.
I understand it from back in the day.
Yeah, okay.
Because it was a much smaller talent pool, right?
Sure.
And the fear was potentially infecting the talent pool by doing full service work, by doing outside of the talent pool. But in the post OnlyFans revolution where there's so many more people performing.
Absolutely. I feel like it's also different now in that like we have like medicine has advanced. We have PrEP. We have Doxy Pep. Back in the day was the past standard of 2 weeks. Was that still the same?
It was a month.
Oh.
Yeah, it used to be. Yeah, it used to be 28-day tests.
Oh, shit.
And then in my time, it was a 28-day test when I first started. It went down to a 3-week test and then eventually went down to 2 weeks.
Wow.
So I think that's part of it too. Is like, if you were doing full service, it's going to be a month before you get tested again.
Yeah. That makes total sense. That makes total sense. And I'm learning.
I don't know. Somehow, at some point, guys, I became an elder statesman.
I'm getting a history lesson. I love this.
Back in my day, when they had these discs and your images were put on them and they put you on box covers.
Oh, box covers. I don't even think about that. Do people like still like get excited about that?
I think a little bit, but not like they used to. Like,
Yeah.
used to be that was fucking bragging rights.
Really?
And then on top of it, if you won a big award, they'd slap a sticker on your box, award winning.
Uh-huh.
And that was the big hype about like winning a fucking award because it just meant more sales. It meant more money for you because at the point where your DVDs are selling more, you could be like, my rate just went up. I'm
Yeah.
a fucking T award winner. I'm an AVN award winner. Fucking, you can slap that shit on the box cover. Pay me, motherfucker.
And that's definitely changed. Like this past Sunday, I won Best Hardcore Performer.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you so much. And, I'm so happy and grateful. But I was telling my best friend, getting home that night, I was like, I don't feel like nothing feels different. I just have a trophy. Like I'm not. Fingers crossed, I get more job opportunities because of it, truly. But it doesn't feel like, it just feels like a good pat on the shoulder.
Right. It doesn't mean like instant more income.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Where are you putting the trophy, by the way?
So in my living room, I have a bookshelf. And like on the bookshelf, I just have all my awards laid out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice. I'm very happy. Cute little thing there.
So you haven't gone full Hollywood yet and made a shrine to yourself in your bathroom.
I was at a friend's a while back, and she has like I don't want to say it's an altar, but she has a dedicated space and shelving, and she was like, Kasey, you gotta get this. You gotta do this. I'm just like, it's just on my bookshelf.
I've seen like multiple mainstream celebrities' houses that I've been in where they have their guest bathroom like as basically shrines to themselves, like awards and newspaper clippings in their fucking guest bathroom downstairs.
You know what? I kind of, if you like go full in on the aesthetic, like I think that'd be actually really cool. Let me win like maybe like 5 more trophies and maybe we can do that.
Yeah, nothing was weirder than taking a shit in some dude's house and staring at his gold record. It's like, okay.
So you're staring at his box cover.
Just like that's a level of fame. Like, yeah, that's right. You have to acknowledge how famous I am while you shit.
A little bit of a vanity project, and everybody needs a little stroke of their ego.
For sure. My experience after that was a couple times of being like, I'm not sure I'm egotistical enough to make it in this biz. I could never fathom building a shrine to myself.
I can't either. Like that is just like one thing. Like me personally, I hate ego in other people, like egotistical people, like kind of just make me sick. Like it's the one thing, like personality trait that just like, it just rubs me wrong. It's really just like, ugh. But yeah, it's not, a shrine isn't for me.
It's hard to argue when it's an actually really successful person and they've done this. It's like, this is part of the way you get really successful. You just have to have this fucking mindset that like, I'm fucking awesome.
I think you do, because it's like, you need a little bit of delusion.
Oh, definitely.
A little bit of delusion. And I know I even have that. You need a little bit of delusion to strive for success because you feel like you are that bitch. And you need to feel that way to continue to strive for success. I think it's when you're so deluded that you can't see your own things you may need to overcome in your journey. You already feel like you're that bitch. And you're like, baby, you haven't earned your spot.
But even if you have earned your spot, at the point where you're degrading other people for you to step on them, that's not cool. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like you can be the shit, but that doesn't make the guy next to you any less.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But narcissism is real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just stay away from me.
Narcissism, BPD, unfortunately.
Yeah, that too. I mean, it's like compounded by, there's no denying, like drugs. People love their drugs in this industry. And, like, I think people being as young as they are getting in, like, suddenly you're like going out, you're feeling like the hot bitch, and now you're like getting a little blowed out. Like, it's compounding into poor behavior that is then you see shit comments on Instagram and then you're, over critiquing yourself and then you're like, why am I not as successful? It could definitely be a downward spiral, which I think we've all seen many times.
Painfully so. See, my thought process on like someone who's more successful,
Mhm.
who's doing the similar things, like, okay, what are they doing different than me? Not I shouldn't be jealous of their success. I should be like analyzing their success and like
Yeah.
what moves are they making that I'm not making.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, it's difficult not to get stuck on, like, the things you don't have control over, you know?
Yeah. Well, and unfortunately, like fan engagement is not something that we any of us have control over.
No.
We can't be like, fuck, why is this person engaging with that content but not this content? Like you can tweak it, but at the end of the day, who people want to fap to is up to them.
Sometimes a girl just becomes the it girl, and, it's usually, like, many factors that go into it. It could like, me and my friends have talked about, like, racism. It's absolutely a thing. Like, is there white favoritism sometimes? Yeah, that's just a thing. That's just part of our society. There's no denying it. But then there's, like, other things like charisma. Like, some people just naturally have that charisma and it shines through, and, like, they're just more successful, and, like, that's great, you know? Ha Charisma's great.
There's always gonna be someone better than you. Like,
Absolutely, always.
and as long as you don't get in your fucking head that you think you're the fucking goat,
Yeah,
there's shit to strive for, and you're living your life. It's
and that's where, like, I feel like modesty is good for me. I'm glad I'm not a fucking narcissist because I feel like that would just be so bad for my mental well-being, Not feeling like I'm the best. Like, I'm so okay just being me.
also being the best
Mhm.
has its own fucking drawbacks.
For sure. For sure. It's very isolating. It's very lonely.
Yeah, who do you trust?
Mhm.
Like, if you're even at the top of the game here, if you're at the very top of the game, who do you trust? Like, if you meet someone that you want to get romantically involved with outside of fucking work, like you want to get down. Well, do you have to examine their motives? Fucking, how do you trust them?
Yeah, and that's sad. Like, you shouldn't have to do that, especially, like, again, LA's a lonely city, and, like, we all deserve friendships, relationships, and it's like, if you're constantly doubting and being scared that, like, you're being used because unfortunately there are users out there, like, man, that ain't good for you. That's not good for your head.
Well, it's a double edged sword
Yeah.
because it's like, well, if you're a little too trusting, those users will fucking find you. They smell that shit.
Yeah, no, I've definitely had my small share of that.
Yeah, the suitcase pimps are real.
Mhm. Mhm. It's like, oh, I don't know, it gives me the ick. Like,
As it should.
co-writers, like, ugh,
It should.
like, your achievements, your hard work, like, you don't even need achievements. Like, your hard work and effort will eventually shine. That's all you gotta do. Like, you generally don't have to be dick writing.
Unfortunately, that's all the skills that some people have.
Yeah. R.I.P., baby. Do better.
Try at least.
Mhm.
Some motherfuckers are content to just let, oh, well, I have a beautiful partner who pays all my bills.
Mhm.
They're perfectly content with that shit.
That's true. That's true. There's a lot of people who are very content with that lifestyle. And that's another thing I'm just like, I can't, yeah, like, I came from when I turned 18, I was this little gay boy growing up in Lakeland, Florida, and I got the fuck out of there and I moved to Fort Lauderdale. I wanted to be where the gayborhood was. I wanted to be with the queers. And I saw so much of, like, my fellow, young little fucking twinks, like, they go and they're like, "I'm not gonna find love. Like, I'm not gonna find personal success. I am attractive right now. I have to find a husband, a rich husband who will take care of me, and then that's it." And I even tried that, because I also thought, like, I came from a poor family. Like, I don't have fuck all for money. I didn't go to college. I went to fucking school for makeup. And at the bitch, I was working at Macy's. Like, I was not making a lot of money. I was like, I need a sugar daddy now. But it's so shallow and it is so it's not gratifying, and it just keeps you very lonely and feeling like you're in a cage, and that's so sad. People feel like they have to rely on that because like everybody deserves love.
How long were you doing those situationships?
For like 2 years. Like I had this one sugar daddy. He was a multi-millionaire, like CEO of this fucking like company that makes steel, Something stupid. But like owned like multiple beautiful big fucking houses, like drove multiple cars, have fucking boats. And he would take me on the boat, he would take me out to dinners, but that's all he did. Like, I got nothing out of it. I didn't get mentorship, job opportunities. Like, he got me clothes and he fed me.
Awesome.
Yeah. But I was like in this, like, cross my fingers, like, oh, man, maybe I will be the one he falls in love with and he'll marry me and I'll be set for life.
To get your Pretty Woman ending.
Yeah.
Be Julia Roberts.
That did not happen, unfortunately. Well, no, actually, fortunately, genuinely.
You would not be here right now.
Yeah, and I probably would be fucking miserable. Like, like back in the day, me and my friends would like look at the successful cases of these like twinks that like found these sugar daddies and they got married and like they had these cars and just living lavishly, and they're like, thinking like I want to be them. But now being older, wiser, and dependent, I'm like, fuck, they're probably so fucking miserable.
Where are they now is also the question. Are they still married?
That's
or are
true.
they on their ass fucking broken?
Let's find out.
Like the best years of their fucking pretty life gone.
Yeah.
Wasted on due to, unless they had a good prenup.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get shit from.
And I feel like also like just caging yourself like mentally, it corrodes you. Like it's a poison and it's slowly leaching away at your life. And I feel like people fall into a cycle of depression and they can't get out.
Well, yeah, when your whole life revolves around one other human and you're completely dependent on them, that cannot be healthy for you.
Dependency sickens me. Like really bad codependency. Like it is such a trap because it's like I remember being in that space, like feeling like I cannot accomplish on my own. I have to rely on someone else. And I was at the most depressive state in my life. And I like truly, I'm just like anytime I see anybody in that kind of codependent space, I'm like, baby, pull out. Even if it feels like you're gonna be at, fucking zero, like that will be better. And like it took me getting to that point for me to transition, for me to take that, what I felt like was a risk and jump into sex work. And look at me now. I'm so happy, successful.
Right? That's the important part, that you made it there.
Mhm.
You realizing like, oh shit, I gotta make a change.
The thing I was thinking about, something I thought about through life, I am so scared of getting old, dying, on the verge of dying and looking back and be like, I lived a meaningless, miserable life because I just never had the bravery to make the hard decisions to like put me first.
Yeah.
And I cannot live my life that way.
You shouldn't. I mean, one clarification: all lives are meaningless.
Yeah.
Just put that.
We are all dust.
Yeah, like
we are ants.
in the history of the earth, our whole lifespan is just a blink.
Absolutely.
But I wholly agree with you on the rest of it.
Yeah.
We're only here for a very limited fucking time. None of it's promised. You better have the best fucking time you can with it.
We create meaning in our life. And that's why we had to continuously put ourselves forward and choose us. Like from the outside, sometimes it looks really selfish. Like, obviously, like, don't put down others to put yourself first. I mean, but sometimes you do have to hurt others to put yourself first. And that's hard decisions you got to make.
It is. but it's your life. Like 100%. Like if we're in a place where we cannot come to a compromise and we're at an impasse, yeah, I got to come first. I'm not going to sacrifice myself for you. And what comes if you do sacrifice for the other person? Like you're going to grow to resent them. You're going to be in a place where you're unhappy.
But like the unfortunate reality is like so many people are stuck in that state. Like I see, friends, family, like stuck in these horrible relationships, and they'll like secretly tell me how they're like unhappy, but like on the out, they're happy, and it's just like, baby.
The evil they know.
Mm-hmm.
People are just too afraid of being alone.
Sure. I think like people are afraid of breaking out of that cycle. You get so used to the habit of life and it becomes so comfortable. Even if you feel miserable, you feel comfortable.
Right.
People don't want to be uncomfortable.
This is the evil you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people end up in dead-end jobs forever.
Sure. That's another fucking thing.
It's like, oh, I worked at the same place for over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
And there were guys that were there much longer than me. I'm like, you have skills, man. Like, you've been in management here. Like, why are you still working for this shit company?
Yeah.
And I've had people be like, it's the evil I know. They're like, flat out, they knew it. They acknowledged it. But they were still afraid to pull the trigger. The moment for me that I realized I needed to get the fuck out is I had one of my bosses who had worked there for like 35 years be like, you're not going anywhere. You're institutionalized. I went, time to fucking go.
Yeah. A fucking wake-up call. Thank God you had that wake-up call.
Well, to be fair, in that whole time, I dipped my toes in other things to try to get out.
Sure.
But after hearing that, like, it was like, no, just diving feet first to get the fuck out.
Yeah. At least he had an initiative.
The idea of just being a cog in a fucking wheel, making someone else rich for upper middle class money, because that's the most I ever fucking made was upper middle class money.
Yeah.
Well, it sounded fucking horrible. It's like, cool, I'm doing a job that I don't hate most of the time for upper middle class money. Why?
I think like the big thing is you got to find out like what is going to bring you joy in life. Like if you have no joy in life, like you need to re-examine your life and ask yourself, why am I not experiencing joy in life? Because like, don't get me wrong, I do think you could be in a mediocre relationship and still have joy. I think you could be in a dead-end job and still have joy. Like not everybody needs to strive for, I don't want to say like better, but like.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree with you. We need people to deliver pizzas.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't want everyone chasing their fucking dreams. Like, no, DoorDash driver, please don't chase your dreams. I would like my food.
And not everyone can.
Well, not everyone, is capable of it. Like, the skill set's just not there.
Sure. For so many different reasons. Everyone is different.
That's one of the downsides of the OnlyFans revolution is it showed that, sex work isn't easy. Because the average OnlyFans creator makes $200 a month.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because there's multi-million creator accounts.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking bell curve.
I think like the hardest thing, and I like see this with like trying to create like safer work content, is I feel like the key to success is consistency.
Oh, 100%. In any form of entertainment,
consistency
is key. Because you can have the best product in the world, and unless people know about it, it does not fucking matter. And how are people going to know about it? That it's constantly out there and it's constantly in their face, especially in this day and age, in the age of the algorithm.
Yeah.
Like, you put out one banger fucking piece of content, it'll get buried. The only way you're going to get people to your shit is if you're just constantly feeding the fucking machine.
Yeah.
And putting shit out. Just
and that shit's hard. Especially when you're not doing, if it's not coupled with something you're passionate about. And like, I love sex work. Love sex. But like making safer work content is so difficult for me.
Well, but even if it's something you love, eventually it still becomes fucking work.
Sure. But at least like if you have the passion behind it and you have the drive, like even if like the passion slowly dies away, you have trained yourself to make it easy versus like not too much.
10 years of podcasting, there are sometimes like, there's a reason tomorrow's episode's not edited yet. I've procrastinated.
Yeah.
I'm so ADHD that I'm deadline driven. And it's like, nope, gotta have the episode up by noon.
I'm good. Adderall.
I'm going to wake up at probably 4 o'clock in the morning to finish it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
To have it out for noon.
Mm-hmm.
But there were definitely years ago where it was much easier to be like, no, I'll have multiple episodes edited in the can.
Yeah.
Before deadline. But it's probably part of my ADHD is like, it's not novel anymore. So my brain's like, there's no dopamine from this.
Yeah, absolutely. So are you a natural procrastinator?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the problem is I'm smart enough that I've been able to get away with it for most of my life.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, there's been no fallout from doing this. So why would I change?
Like you said, you'll just wake up at 4 a.m. and you'll knock it the fuck out because you know you can and you will do a good job.
I will pound some caffeine. I will knock it out and I'll get it done.
Mm-hmm.
I had ample time to do it before this point. Like I had all weekend to do it and I just didn't. And I am still passionate about doing the recording process. It's the tail end, though, the actual work part.
Yeah, no, it's not the fun part. You're not drinking and shooting the shit. You're like on the computer.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I get to drink with beautiful people and talk about their life stories and, make horrible comments about like life is meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Yeah, sure. And then you just got to go edit it.
Yeah, color correcting us, not so much. Staring at it and be like, Premiere render faster, not so much. But
yeah.
And this is why, like, when people are like, oh, content creators isn't a real job. Like, no, motherfucker, it really fucking is. It is much more of a job than you fucking think.
Because it's multifaceted.
Well, yeah, and all they see is the finished product.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, that looks easy. Yeah, because it was done well.
Exactly. When it looks good and it looks easy is usually when you had the most investment and the fucking work, all the effort that it takes.
Oh, believe me, you can go back to episodes from 2019. They don't look so good. Shooting on little fucking Canon camcorders.
Yeah.
Bad lighting. I was an audio guy first. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
Cameras. I got cameras.
We all started somewhere.
Well, that's the beauty of podcasting and OnlyFans is like, oh, there's no barrier of entry. You could just do the thing.
No, genuinely. I mean, like, the comparison I see, like, with me is like, as trans people, like, I got into sex work as soon as I transitioned. So, like, I was a baby little fucking trans girl. I was not looking the way I do now. And, it took all that investing and striving to be my best self. And now look at me now. I look effortless.
You do indeed. I'm curious. What was the decision that came first? Transitioning or getting into sex work?
Transitioning.
Okay.
Transitioning. I think it was something that's always been on my mind. I had always struggled with just like gender identity and feeling othered. And I didn't really understand. I knew I had those weird, complicated feelings, but I didn't know like what the answer was. And like my high school, like weirdly had a cross-dresser day for Spirit Week, which was really like progressive for Florida.
Well, on one hand, it's like, it feels kind of progressive, but on the other hand, it's like, you're making someone's culture your costume.
Oh, yeah, no, it was for sure for laughs. Like, it was not, like, let's fuck gender norms to, be progressive. No, it's just like, we're going to laugh at cross-dressers. But that opportunity had me, like, try on makeup for the first time, and I was like, holy shit, wait. Things are clicking. I put on a fucking wig my friend borrowed. I like borrowed a bra from my sister's socks in there. And I was like, wait, I'm pretty. But I was just a very effeminate, boy, being half Asian, half white, I did not have these like very stereotypical masculine features. And through the experimentation of gender, I slowly, and it's a slow progress. I didn't like put on makeup and realize like I want to be a girl. I think like some trans people have that like, light bulb go off. It was not for me. It was definitely a slow burn. And it took like when I was 22 and just like at a very low point in my life. And I was like, that like nagging feeling in my head of like wanting to transition. I just felt like I have nothing to lose. And I transitioned. Best thing I could have done.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I don't think it's something that you probably should, not like I'm a fucking expert here, but it's probably something you shouldn't rush into.
Sure. It is something you should like genuinely think about, and like, a big conversation is like youth transitioning. And I personally, like, I do believe that many trans people, understand that they are trans. But even then, like, everybody should go through the process of like really analyzing those thoughts. And if you're a child, you should with a professional. But, if everything checks out, like, give the kid a fucking shot. I don't know,
Eh, It's a nuanced situation.
It's very nuanced. Very nuanced.
But it's 2026 and we don't believe in that anymore. So.
No, it's not the one.
Like, nuance. Whoa. No, it's got to be one way or another, and you got to go with your tribe.
It's so crazy, like, looking back and, like, I never thought politics would go backwards. I always, it's like I saw gay marriage become legal. Like, I was in middle school, I think, under Obama, and that was like major. And it's like, holy shit, we're in the future.
Wow, that just made me feel old. You're like, I was in middle school, Obama. I'm like, I voted for Obama both times.
Oh, both times.
Yeah. Like, I was very much of age in 08.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm going to be dead soon.
Old. I know. Life is meaningless.
It is. It really is. But it's wild because in so many ways we've gone forward and in so many ways we've gone backwards.
Yeah. And it's just really weird to observe, like, especially like the topic of like racism. Like, things feel, there's a subsect of society that's just like really outwardly racist. And I'm sure, like, even in the past when things maybe felt more accepted, I think things were like behind the door, very hushly
Well, they're
racist.
hushly. They also didn't have platforms where they could just espouse their fucking bullshit from behind
Mm-hmm.
a fucking avatar and unfortunately connect with like-minded people. Like,
Yeah.
if you were the local racist, well, you had to find other racists that were, within shouting distance of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now it's like, oh, well, put up the bat signal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. People feel very empowered to feel negativity. And it is definitely, it's become a flame that is burning very strongly.
Yeah, and it's fucked. And the worst part about it is, I'm certain the majority of these people have never actually had a one-on-one human interaction with any of the groups they hate.
Yeah.
Because it's real easy to hate a concept. It's real hard to actually hate another human.
And it's sad because I see these negative sentiments like felt within like very young communities. And it's like, I remember being a stupid teenager and I said my share of like stupid shit that I was naive and like I shouldn't have said.
Well, shit. I grew up in the 90s. Fucking using homosexual slurs at people was very much a thing.
Sure. But now we have, fucking 4chan. Like, that was like the thing, like, I was seeing like towards the end of my teenage years, like 4chan and just like the horrible bullshit. And like how I can't imagine someone going on there and finding community.
Yeah, but with the 4chan and like that kind of community, the problem is some of those people are not sincere. Those aren't their sincere beliefs. They're just being the most offensive class clown that they can.
They're rage baiting.
Right. But they're not even rage baiting. They're saying the horrible thing to just get attention. And unfortunately, some people aren't enraged by what they're saying. They think that they're being authentic.
Yeah.
And then attached to it. And then it's a self-perpetuating cycle of, oh my God, these people are paying attention to me. Well, I'll continue to say horrible fucking shit because these people are making me a minor internet celebrity in my own mind.
Or they just find community and being hateful with other people. It's really sad. It's really sad. Like I have a nephew, nieces and nephews, and I'm just like, I truly hope that like seeing, these kids grow up that they don't fall into these like bullshit, horrible communities.
I hope they don't either, but if they do, I hope they realize what they are and fucking adapt. Like I've admitted on here plenty of times, like I worked a bunch of very like traditionally masculine broy jobs in my early 20s. I definitely was a misogynist with a bunch of my friends. Like it was just like there was slut shaming going on. Like getting involved in the industry is probably the best thing that ever happened to me on the end of like, oh my God, women are fucking people too. Like,
Yeah.
and it's so weird to be like talking to some of those, they're acquaintances at this point, but like
Yeah.
former friends, and then asking just asinine questions like, so you're fucking all those porn stars? Like, yeah, bro, because that's
Definitely what we're doing.
right. Like, oh yeah, the totally the thing that we're doing all the but in my 20s, I definitely could see myself asking someone something that fucking stupid.
But it comes from a place of like ignorance.
Oh yeah.
And that is why like representation is so important, because like through positive representation and people seeing and normalizing, good like sex, if we could erase the stigma of sex work and just see that like we're normal people, we have jobs, and a lot of us take this very seriously, and it's not all fun and games. Hoo hee 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 ha ha.
Right. It's work.
It's work.
It's a lot of work. Unfortunately, because shit is backslid a bit, it's potentially dangerous work when you're not on a set.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Full service. Like I genuinely like people who have told me like these like negative stories. I'm like, my heart goes out to you. 'Cause that's so bad and that's so sad. And it's just like, baby, please have a therapist and like, please talk this out, because oh my gosh.
But if we were decriminalized, a lot of that shit wouldn't be as bad.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But okay. 2026.
It's
Our political climate.
it's a weird situation because it's just like, well, libertarians, why are you not fighting for people to have agency of their own bodies?
Yeah.
You have you'll happily espouse like agency of your own body for whatever drugs you want to use or whatever supplements,
Sure.
but heaven forbid that you want to have consensual sex with someone for money.
Yeah. God forbid. The oldest profession in the book. Literally, like, and all of these, like, rich political people, like, they're all saying providers.
Oh, for sure. I've said this 100 times on air. Sex work is only a problem for the middle class.
Yeah.
The truly poor, they don't give a fuck. They ain't got time to give a fuck.
Sure.
They're
They
too
have
busy.
their own problems.
They have their own problems. And when they want to see a sex worker, it's just to get relief and go about a little taste of happiness.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go pick up some girl from the Blade,
Mm-hmm.
get my nut, and then go back to working my fucking 2 jobs or whatever the fuck I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the wealthy, we all know the wealthy don't actually give a fuck about this.
Mm-hmm. It's all like hush hush, like don't ask, don't tell.
Well, yeah, because
When your husband's on a fucking work trip, like, baby.
The wealthy do not give a fuck.
Yeah.
So the middle class just needs to get the fuck over it and stop regurgitating the bill of goods they've been fucking sold.
Well, like, it's like, I think it's like coupled with like, we're all taught monogamy, you know, anti-sex stigma, like that just makes, like cheating is the ultimate sin. I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of worse things I can imagine someone doing to me.
I mean, cheating sucks.
Sure, absolutely.
Cheating absolutely sucks. But it's the violation of trust that sucks, not the actual physical act.
Exactly. But when people don't see it as a trust issue and as a sex issue, that's where it's like,
yeah, but also people view their partners as property. Like, that's my girl. Like, how dare you fuck my girl? Like, what, she didn't have a fucking say in this? I believe she consented this willingly and enthusiastically. You may want to have a conversation with her, dog.
No, truly.
And you may want to get out of that relationship.
Oh God, just like, people aren't property. People need to have agency. Like, I feel like that's the biggest issue in relationships. Like, people don't see each other as people. And once you are in a relationship, like, it becomes this weird, like, contractual property engagement. It's like, if you view your partner as property, like, baby, it's like, not saying it's not going to work out, because maybe you will stay.
Maybe you both will think.
Yeah, you're going to trauma bond.
Yeah.
A lot of people are trauma bonded.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Same.
Hell, my most successful relationship was with the most traumatized girl I had ever been involved with. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shake it out.
Oh, I did. I went cold turkey twice, and the second time it's been holding for 6 years. So,
Yeah, okay.
but yeah, like, hell, her trauma is what kind of really attracted me to her in the first place, because it's like, oh, this girl has had the worst run of almost anyone ever met, and has still managed to be like bubbly and fucking positive after life is completely shat on her, and that was attractive to me.
I could definitely see that. I think there is something very admirable with someone who's gone through hardships, especially if you've gone through hardships yourself. Like, it's really attractive to see that they are doing well for themselves.
Well, yeah, and I've gone through some hardships, but I'm like, my hardships, by comparison, ain't shit, and I did not handle them nearly as like positively. It was just like, wow, that's fucking amazing, like, and didn't help that she was fucking hot. Didn't hurt the situation.
Yeah.
Didn't
icing on the cake.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she's hot with big tits, and still like think the world's her oyster after it's shat on her this badly. Oh, well, yeah. Trauma bond. Don't do it. It's bad.
Everybody go get therapy. Get therapy. I feel like therapy was the best thing I ever did for myself. Like, I got therapy for the first time 4 years ago, and just like, needed that.
Why only 4 years ago?
I think, like, one, coming from poverty, I didn't have the funds to make mental health care accessible. So I didn't think it was within my reach. It wasn't until, like, I had, the cash flow from doing porn where I'm like, oh my God, I can have health insurance. And I had health insurance for the first time in my life.
I hate to break it to you. You can definitely slide and scale mental health.
Well, now I know that, there is so many, opportunities for people who don't have the funds. But I don't know, maybe I wasn't looking for that.
Also, I hate to break it to you. You get what you pay for. Like,
no, and that's facts too.
Like, because I went back into therapy like for a little while during the pandemic, and like I signed up at like a LA clinic where I was paying like $10 a session.
Yeah.
And I got my $10 worth. Nothing like 2 sessions in, like having to snap on the dude for not paying attention.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Like, it's
that's
like
not good.
Yeah. Like first session, it's like, oh yeah, my dad's dead. And then like session 2 be like, so how's your relationship with your father? Like,
would you like to check your notes?
Yeah, like, oh no, I legitimately got angry. Like, motherfucker, did you not listen to maybe that major plot point?
Yeah, while you were talking, he was making a mental grocery list from what he had to buy at Ralph's.
Yeah, and he tried to spend like, this is really good, this is really honest. I'm like,
yeah.
No, you're bad at your job.
I think you're just regurgitating talking points.
Yeah. So like, I believe in therapy, but also I believe in you need to have a good therapist.
No, for sure. And that's why a lot of people the first therapist you have ain't necessarily gonna be the best one for you. Sometimes you gotta go through multiple therapists, and that's okay. You're not the problem. And they're not gonna be upset when they don't have a follow-up session with you.
Guess what? Who cares?
Yeah,
you're paying for it. It's a service. You're paying for it. Like, would you keep going to a restaurant where the food's gross here?
Yeah.
But I'd hate to offend the fucking chef.
So people are just so empathetic and they don't want to hurt people. And I get that.
You can't go through life without hurting people.
Absolutely.
If you manage to go through life without hurting anyone, you have been stepped on by fucking everyone.
And this goes back to, you got to put yourself first.
Yeah. Well, and especially when you're spending your hard-earned money on a product. Therapy is a product.
Yeah.
So why in any other aspect of your life would you continue to purchase something you're not happy with?
Yeah. Truly. Find good therapy. Get therapy, period.
Bad therapy, I think, can almost be worse than no therapy.
Get therapy. Know when you're getting bad therapy, and then find good therapy.
Yeah. Like, if it ain't a good fit, much like relationships, don't force it.
Yeah, I mean, just with sex workers, I'm an ambassador for Pineapple Support, if you're familiar with that.
I am indeed.
Yeah, the fantastic, group giving access to mental health care for sex workers. And their main push is getting therapists that are familiar and educated in sex work. Because the amount of, sex workers I've talked to who, they're like, oh yeah, so I saw a therapist. And they're like, yeah, all my problems stem from me, doing porn. It's like, oh, yeah, that's not good therapy.
Not in the least bit. Because at the end of the day, though they're not supposed to be biased, they're still humans and still have opinions.
Everybody is biased. Everybody is biased. You cannot avoid that. You just have to do your best in finding people who are going to understand you and your life as best as they can.
All you can do. Till the AI therapists come in.
Oh, God. I was literally talking to I had therapy this morning, actually. And I was talking to my therapist about my fear about the advent of just AI porn.
Genie's out of the bottle.
The genie is out of the bottle. The pessimist in me, I'm I feel like porn's gonna go kaput, real life porn within the next 2 years.
Real life porn's gonna be like a fucking Bentley. You charge a premium for the real fucking deal.
My thing is if AI porn becomes indistinguishable from real life, how is the average consumer going to know they're paying for AI versus real life?
That's the thing. You're no longer market to the average consumer. You become a luxury brand.
Yeah.
You only market to the people who can afford the real thing.
And that is one thing I'm very grateful that I have been in porn for as long as I have, and I've built up my brand. The people who are trying to get into porn in 2 years, it's gonna be near fucking impossible because you have no brand behind. People don't know that you're real or that you're AI versus someone like me. People will know I'm real. So, people who want real life porn, they will still be able to find me.
That will be where some safer work content becomes more valuable. Hopefully that I've built enough trust with my fucking audience where they go, oh, she's real. She was on the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
He wasn't just talking to an AI bot for fucking 2 hours.
It's really going to be a problem in a couple years when everything is going to be just flooded with just AI.
We're already there to a degree. Like, if you ever watch any video on Twitter, the amount of people who respond, "Grok, is this real?" on anything. Because they can't tell already on things where it's blatantly obvious this is not real. Like, it's a farcical situation in the video. Like, this is just not a thing that could happen in the real world. The physics aren't working.
Yeah.
They're still asking Grok if this is real.
It's sad. It's sad. And misinformation is going to become so much more prevalent, especially like like we talked about the youth. Now let's talk about the fucking old people, the geriatrics, like the grandmas on Facebook. They're seeing like, the cats fucking dancing and they're like, oh my God. They're like texting it to their grandchild. I'm like, wow, look at this cat. How talented.
I'm right here. Jesus. Thanks.
I know that, you know what? You got a couple more years between your grandpa. You're still an uncle.
Thankfully, I am going to be. Well, actually, I am an uncle, but thankfully, I will never be a grandfather. Thankfully. Got my balls snipped. No children. Best decision I ever made.
Good.
My pull-out game has been trash.
I can't imagine being, I don't want to, trapped by a pregnancy.
Me neither.
I can't fathom. Like, that is one thing I will say I'm very grateful. Like, growing up as a little gay boy, like, I was fucking dudes. Like, I wasn't worried about getting bitches pregnant versus, like, both my sisters. Like, they had their first kid, like, in their very early 20s with...
Why'd they wait so long?
Yeah, I know. Literally, right? Literally. But it's just, like... examples of like people who maybe aren't quite ready, but then like, I don't know. I just, the only word that comes to me is they get trapped.
Some people shouldn't breed, period.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Well, and anyone who decides to breed should really question their motivation on why they're doing it.
Yeah. Oh, it's just like there's just like the biological factor, all the hormones telling you to like have a baby, and I'm like I am not a pro baby person. Abort that bitch. Sorry. That's probably the best thing you could do for your personal happiness and joy.
Right, like abort it some point during the first trimester so your tits get huge.
Taking advantage of it.
Right, take advantage of that motherfucker. Let those fuckers just boom. And then get rid of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Cheaper than breast implants.
The financial burden of children is not to be taken lightly. And like, I am that person that I'm like, if you were to have a child, you have to be so selfless and really do your best to give that child the best life. And that takes so much sacrifice. And if you're not willing to do that, abort the baby.
Also, just to put it out there, the average charge for a standard vaginal delivery at Cedars-Sinai is $58,000.
Insane.
So you have to pay almost $60,000 just to get the fucking parasite out of you.
That's insane. Yeah. I cannot fathom, especially like coming from someone in poverty where we didn't have fucking healthcare. Like, what the fuck?
The average cost in California is almost $20,000. It's $19,000 and change.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, my sisters told me when, like, and they had health insurance at the time, I think they still paid, like, $12,000 out of pocket. What the fuck?
Like, just, you're putting me in debt from day one?
And as much as, like, the government's like, we want to have babies, have the babies. $12,000? That's crazy.
I mean, 58 is a lot worse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm like talking about the low ball. Like, 50.
Yeah, no, 10K. Like, you got just, if you're impoverished, you just got 10K lying around just to bring this motherfucker into the planet?
Yeah. No.
Nope. So I have a theory that I pitched to someone recently, which was the reason they're so pro-life and anti-immigrant on the right is like, oh, we'll just, Replace the cheap labor with the impoverished people that can't afford to even pay to bring these people into the world.
I completely agree with that. And I think that is also why, like, Department of Education, gone. Like, they are dismantling education and access because they want the population to be fucking stupid.
Oh, I hate it so much.
They need cattle. When people are educated, they don't, they see that they can do better for themselves.
Well, also, the birth rates go down when you're educated.
Yep. And that's not a bad thing.
No, there's already too many of us.
Absolutely.
I'm already here. You can't get rid of me. But doesn't need to be more of us.
Absolutely not. Even like, love my nieces and nephews, but I'm just like, hey guys, like, come on, sisters, let's not have any more babies. Like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to have more kids? Like, you live in a 2-bedroom and you have 2 kids already.
What do you need a third for?
Yeah. Can't fathom. I truly cannot fathom.
I can't either. Like, absolutely cannot. I'm like, I'll be a cool uncle to my niece.
Absolutely.
Oh, actually, I don't even know if she's. I don't know how she's identifying at the moment. Last time I talked to my sister, like, apparently my former niece now is, I think, going by a male name. I'm like, all right, cool.
They're going through their experiences and adventures.
Yeah. Just let me know what you want to be called.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like, be cool, kid. Don't put me in a crooked home.
Yeah. Don't smoke crack.
Do it once. Do it once for the experience.
Maybe once.
Yeah.
In a good controlled setting.
Or just survive it. Like, it doesn't even necessarily be a controlled setting. Like, have adventures. None of us are making it out alive. Do shit for the bit.
Life is meaningless.
It is. You can't even actually prove to me that this is real. Everything we're happening right now is just the jello in our skull interpreting signals.
Sure.
Can't prove to me this is real. But it just means have a good time. Like, none of us are getting out alive. Like, don't actively harm other fucking people.
Absolutely.
But otherwise, have a good fucking time.
Experience joy.
Yeah.
We are all deserving of joy.
Just experience things to experience things.
Mm-hmm.
Try it. Like, if it ain't for you, don't do it again.
Yeah.
Why not?
I do think, like, be responsible. Be responsible.
Responsibility is, like, in that sense, is a societal concoction. Because, like, fucking hell, in my lifetime, smoking weed was wildly irresponsible. Smoking weed was akin to doing other hard drugs.
So, like, to me, like, when it comes to, like, because I do believe in experiencing life for sure, but at the same time, like, I want to view things responsibly, in that I want to weigh out the risk involved. Like, let's use meth, for example. I've never smoked meth. On God, I've never smoked meth.
The night's young. Night's young. We're in Hollywood.
Where's the pipe?
I'm sure we can go outside, go a couple blocks down, and find you some meth. If that's how, I mean, I'm not a proponent of this, but I'm just saying we could.
But we know that meth is a highly addictive drug.
Right. But it's not do it once and you're addicted.
For sure. But you know what? My fear is, in a setting, let's say, depending on where I am in life, perhaps I'm just not at a good point and I need an escape, and I have that escape once, and it leads to a compounding series of events where I do it again because I feel like it was fun and I'm not gonna get addicted. And I feel like, that I think some things need to be done more carefully.
Well, the question is, in this situation, are you harming anyone else?
No.
Then why the fuck?
But you could, I think my fear is potentially harming yourself. You're not harming others.
You're an adult. You get to make that choice.
But see, and that's where I'm just like,
I mean, this is technically poison.
No facts. I love her booze. But like, at least with me and how I live my life, I avoid potential situations by being cognizant of where I am in life and weighing out the risks. Because I don't want to put myself in a bad situation. Period.
Well, it's not ideal, but you could be really productive on meth. Think of all the safe for work content you could get done on meth.
God, stop it. You're giving me ideas. I'm going to go walk a couple blocks right now.
I'm just saying. That's why primarily people use meth is because they're overworked and exhausted and need the energy to get shit done.
So were you at the chemsex conference recently? Because you're really selling me.
No, I'm just a horrible enabler. A horrible enabler. It's kind of my jam. As someone who is the closest I think I've ever gotten to meth is fucked around with someone's prescription diet pills in high school. That was a horrible experience.
Oh no.
Like, I was a coffee house kid in the 90s. Like, used to hang out in coffee houses, chain smoke cigarettes, and I don't know how many milligrams of someone's fucking parents' prescription diet pills, but I smoked a full pack of cigarettes in like a couple hours just in this coffee house. Could not sleep for a day and a half, even though like physically felt exhausted, could not sleep.
Yeah, you cracked out.
Right, completely cracked out. It was one of the worst experiences of my life. It was just like...
Were the first 3 hours good?
Oh yeah, no. While I was in the coffee house and drinking coffee and being super charismatic in my mind.
Yeah.
And just lighting cigarettes off cigarettes and just, whoa, yeah.
I love chain smoking. A good night where you're like at the bar and you're fucking drinking and you hit that cigarette.
In the moment, it was a good thing, but the juice was not worth the squeeze.
And that is why, in good conscience, I will not say go smoke meth.
I'm saying find out for yourself.
Don't smoke meth.
I'm saying find out for yourself. Have the life experience and know. And know it's like, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
What happens if like someone does meth and they write the next great American novel?
Oh my God, you're right.
Why would you deny the world that?
I didn't even consider that.
Then again, most people don't read, so. I'm kind of curious how many units you have to sell to be a New York Times bestseller at this point.
I thought like this like something you just like buy into now. I have no idea.
We have the internet for such things.
Do people read anymore?
I mean, the olds do.
The olds. Do you read?
On the internet.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That looks like a book.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, that's from a guest.
Oh. You're like, I don't own that.
I mean, I do because they left it. They left it as part of the promotional tour. You only need to sell 5,000 copies.
That's not a lot.
Yeah. To become a New York Times bestselling author, you generally need to sell between 5,000 and 15,000 copies. That would be a failed meme if I only got 15,000 views.
So you know what? And that's where I heard like the buying aspect, like their company agency will buy 5,000 copies. So they can put the stamp that they're a best-selling fucking author.
Well, yeah, because then it's like winning an ABN. You put the stamp on the book, and success means that people will buy into it. Success is like a fucking snowball. Once you're already successful, it's easier to be more successful.
Of course.
People have already signed off on you.
Book me, guys. Book me. Book me. I'm an award winner. Mama, I've won.
Right? Gatekeepers have signed off on you.
Yeah. We shall see. Hopefully I get more work.
5,000 units is all you got to sell in the first week?
How much does a book cost?
I mean, like $20-$30.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, the average hardcover book is $20 to $30.
So $60,000?
Yeah. And you can call yourself a New York Times bestselling author.
Wow. Okay, I see why they invest that money. Granted, that's a lot of money. Fuck.
But in the grand scheme of what's the return
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah. Absolutely. I've been like thinking about that recently where it's like the investments like we put in ourselves, like it costs money to make more money.
It does.
And as long as you are using what you are buying, like you're gonna get your investment back.
One would hope. One would hope. But also that's why traditionally media has gatekeepers and people signing off on shit because it's a large financial investment in someone. Like
Yeah.
to become a New York Times bestseller is not a ton of books sold, but to get that book deal from a major publisher to publish your book,
Mm-hmm.
someone has to sign off on you. They're not just being like, Matt, you could write a best-selling novel. No,
Yeah.
they're not willing to invest that money. And then historically, I mean, mainstream film is much the same way. Hell, studio porn's the same way. Like, not everyone gets to star in a studio porn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone has to be like, there's something about you that I think is marketable that we can fucking sell and make money with.
Yeah, I can't even imagine like on the cis side of things. Like at least like the nice thing about trans porn is that like we are a smaller community. Like we just overall have less competition. Like if you can book and you look halfway decent, like they'll book you in a studio scene. You know, you just gotta show up.
For sure. For sure. But are they going to keep booking you?
And that's where you have to prove your worth. You got to prove your worth. You got to be able to perform. You got to show up for once. Like the amount of people who just like don't show up, continuously try to reschedule. The studios aren't that desperate to book you, baby.
No one is.
Truly.
No one you want to work with is. If someone is going to keep putting up with your bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
you should question why they want to work with you so hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, like there are predators.
Yeah. And there are also a ton of chronic time wasters.
Yep. Yes, that's so prevalent. That's so prevalent. Like the amount of people, like I feel like the collabs, you know, like people who like travel, like they always like book like 3 scenes in one day because they're like 70% of people like cancel.
There's a reason I have multiple episodes in the can at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Because people, in later years, it is far less prevalent. But like when I first started doing this shit,
Yeah.
People would flake last minute all the time. And it still happens on occasion, but it's less prevalent now. But it's still in the, no,
Yeah.
fucking tons of episodes in the can, ready to go, ready to be edited.
Mm-hmm.
And also on my end, you get 2 chances.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you flake on me twice, I'm not booking you.
Yeah. And that's fair. That's generous. Like you can like, okay, one chance, you give me an excuse. Like,
Oh yeah, no, if you no call, no show, we're done.
yeah.
But give me an excuse. I've had people be like, an hour before show start, be like, my cat's sick. Like, okay, sure. But you gave me an excuse.
And you know what? Lie. If you don't have a good at least lie. Saying something is better than just going ghost. Oh, nothing will make me more mad.
Oh,
Tell me your grandma died.
I had a performer who, this is like during the pandemic, so I was doing remote shows during the pandemic. Be like, oh yeah, let's record this night. All right, cool. Night of like, I got a full service booking. Like, can we do it tomorrow night?
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, no problem. I understand. Make your fucking money.
Sure.
I'm never gonna fault any fucking sex worker for going to make their fucking bag instead of doing this.
Sure.
That would be fucking silly.
Mm-hmm.
The next night, she no call, no shows on a remote show. Like you're getting out a Zoom call.
Yeah.
And then she had the gall like a year ago to hit me up in my DMs again. Like, I'd love to do the show.
She never followed up with you.
No. Like 5 years later, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you no call, no showed me. And to be fair, the point where she no call no showed me, that was actually a favor to another performer who had worked with her. Who was like, she'll be great on the show. I swear. I vouch for her.
Mm-hmm. When you said that, did she like apologize
she
and
said-
give a circumstantial explanation?
COVID was a hard time for everyone. I'm like, this was 2019. Like, I looked at our last conversation was 2019.
Uh-huh.
This was not during the pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah, it hadn't hit the States yet.
Like, no offense, but no. Or I had another one where we set up a date, no call, no show. 2 years later, like on the same DM thread. It's like, oh, I'd love to come do the show. I'm like, yeah, I have a policy if you no call, no show. I don't rebook. And she gave me a sob story. I'm like, that really sucks, but sorry. And she's like, that's fucking gross, and blocked me. I'm like, cool.
That's real life. That's grown-up shit.
Yep.
Like, not everybody is gonna fucking cater to you. You gotta fucking, like, do your fucking hard work. You gotta show up. And you know what? If there are real world, if you are just having a garbage, horrible day and you generally need to, like, cancel, fucking lie.
Totally. You don't even have to lie. I'm not a monster. Like, as I said, like.
But if you're afraid that they're not gonna understand, just say you're sick.
Hey, as I said, I literally let someone who said an hour before the show that their cat was sick come do the show afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, that's the weakest excuse I've ever heard. My cat's sick an hour beforehand.
It's their baby. Their baby's sick. The poor baby.
It's still, it's a pretty weak excuse. But it was like, you called. I mean, it sucks it's an hour beforehand, but you called.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
You tried to communicate with me.
Right.
And that's what matters, because it's a mutual respect.
Exactly.
When you no call, no show, it's disrespectful.
Well, and then to come out of the woodwork years later, like nothing fucking happened.
Yeah, bitch, you better be coming forward with, like, sincere apologies, something.
Right.
Like, I was going through a really hard time in my life. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I need effort more than, hey.
Well, and that's the thing. Like,
back.
the girl after 2 years, like, the sob story came out after. I was like, yeah, I don't rebook people that no call, no show. Like, but it still wasn't like a sorry. It was like, my roommate tried to tried to self-delete. Like, I don't know. You've got a bunch of posts on Twitter from like a year ago of you promoting your shit. Like, nah, I'm cool.
Mm.
And no shade to some of our other cohorts. Just because you're bang on film doesn't mean that, you're worth having a conversation with.
Absolutely, because some people can't talk for shit.
Well, and it's a weird dilemma that I've been in, like, in the last 24 hours. Or, like, had someone DM slide me and be like,
Yeah.
I'd love to do the show. And I responded with, like, well, tell me a little bit about yourself. Why do you think you'd be a good fit for the show? And they're like,
Yeah.
I've been in the industry since 21. Coolsies.
Fascinating. I want you so bad.
Yeah. Like, oh. But anyways, enough about me bitching about guests on the show. We're here to talk about you instead of my own.
Hi.
That was horribly distracting. Bad podcasting on my part. I just had to get it out because trying to
Just a little rant.
I just don't want to subtweet the person, but I can definitely talk about it.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get it. I totally get it.
It's just like this industry is like the most unprofessional professional place at times.
The thing at least I observe, we have so many people. They're so young. They're so young, and they're going into porn. It's an unstructured profession. It's not a 9 to 5. They're waking up at 1 p.m. They have people gushing, telling them how fucking hot they are, and they're making money. Like, if you don't have personal structure, like, they act so chaotic.
Oh, I'm aware.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Well, as someone who occasionally makes poor dick choices and dates 20-year-olds, only one who's actually 20.
Uh-huh.
And what I don't know if it was so much dating as fucking on occasion and doing things
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
But yeah,
The youth make poor decisions.
the elderly make poor decisions too.
Well, yeah. At least they can feed ignorance.
Right, I can't.
Yeah, no.
It's definitely just poor dick choices. But what age do you think people should be allowed to get in? Like, if you were to, I mean, there's no real world where we're setting up actual age limit on this fucking shit of like anything beyond being an adult.
Yeah.
But if in a hypothetical, magical fairy tale world where we're like, you got to be of a certain age to ride the ride.
I don't think like we need to like raise the age. I don't think like 18 is too young. I think age isn't the issue. I think it's the structures within our industry where we don't protect new people coming in. Like,
It's
I
not
think,
in the studio's best interest to protect them.
of course not. Of course not. Like, they want to like use them up and spit them out. And if you don't last, sorry, baby, you weren't strong enough.
Right.
Like,
There'll be another hot piece of ass looking to get in, especially in this day age, because when I first started doing this, nobody would answer like this was where they wanted to end up in life. Like,
yeah,
people fell in for various different reasons, but they all fell into doing adult work, sex work, whatever. In later years, talking to younger performers, I've definitely talked to some people who were like, oh no, this was my goal in high school. To do this. It's a new fucking era. So like,
it's definitely a new era. I mean, like all the youth, like they want to be fucking, not even like YouTubers no more. Like they don't say that. They want to be streamers. They want to be TikTokers. And then like there's now a sect that they want to be the OnlyFans people. It's kind of surreal.
Well, because they think it's easy money. Every one of those people who want any of those careers think it's easy money.
For sure. For sure. Like like even my family is guilty of that. Like my younger sister, like they're like, I wish I had gone into porn like you. It would have been so much easier than what I'm doing. And I'm like, baby, no.
Also, you're not dead. You still can.
Yeah, no, facts. You want to do it? Like, I can help guide you. I can write you the steps,
See, my thought process on family members getting in is, well, anyone getting in. I try to dissuade anyone from trying to get into the industry. I give them every bad thing that could happen.
Facts.
And if they're like, I'm still down, I still want to do this, then I'll help them.
Yeah.
There's no one I will ever volunteer to just flat out be like, yeah, I'll help you get in. Like, my cousin probably will be mad about this, but I've talked about it before. Like, my cousin kind of fell into like FetLife and shit like that, and then like ended up in some OF content because lifestyle.
Yeah.
And she's just like, well, how do I start marketing this? I'm like, well, if you had talked to me before this was on film, I would have tried to talk you out of it. But since the Band-Aid has been pulled off, here's what you gotta fucking do.
Most people are not cut out for porn.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, like the first thing to do is to dissuade. Like, maybe you don't want to do this. Like, let me tell you why.
Oh yeah, no. I will let you go first. But what would you list to people to tell them why not to do this?
I think the first thing is that most people don't have the fucking mental strength.
Facts.
Thank you, middle school and high school bullying. Bullying works. But the amount of people who genuinely do get affected deeply by hate comments, more than hate comments, is how you hyperfixate on yourself on film. You are selling your physical image, and you are not always going to be caught in your most flattering. You honestly will not most of the time, because someone else is,
in control of that image.
Absolutely.
Depending on the set, they're in control of your makeup even.
Yes. And I've been there many times where I'm just like, God damn, I did not like this makeup. Like, that's a common sentiment. And then you feel like shit. And then you see the end product and you're like, I look like shit. And then like you just get so down on yourself.
But you're still, if you're doing it right, still promoting that scene.
Absolutely. Because that's your fucking job. But if you don't have the mental,
fortitude.
Yeah, to deal with that, baby.
Well, and on top of that, like one of the things I tell people, I was like, this is potentially a very lonely place romantically.
That's a big one.
Like, you do have to understand, like, you will have suitors that will discriminate against you because of the work, and then you'll have people that are coming here specifically because of the work, and then will treat you some kind of way about it, or then because even though they came to the party because of what you do, will then try to change your life and take your agency away from you.
Yeah. And then there's also a sect that wants to date you to use you as a stepping stone to get their foot in the door.
Or just be financially comfort without having to do shit, so they can play Xbox all day while you go fucking go to work.
That shit's fucking sad. Absolutely. Like romantic lives of sex workers oftentimes it's very lonely. Like that's all things like people don't take into consideration when they're like, your job is so easy.
Right. It's a very lonely place.
Sure.
Banking discrimination.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you may be making 6 figures a year. You may be making 7 figures a year. Bank probably won't want to give you a fucking loan to get that house.
Yeah.
Hell, they may close your account even though you are making perfectly legal money.
Yeah, that's crazy. When I hear stories like, oh my God.
Or the fact that HPV and herpes is not tested for on the regular in the standard panel. There's a very high likelihood you're going to contract one, if not both. Which making compound your loneliness even if you want to get out of this at some point. This is also not a protected class. If you want to go back to civilian land, your future employer 100% can be like, you're fired. You did porn once.
Facts. And that's the thing. If you want to get into porn, baby, you need to go in and be like, I'm going to do this as a career, not I do this, I make bank for a year and then like happily ever after in delusion land. No.
Oh, one of the first people I dated in the industry was part of the way I got in was there was a bunch of Burning Angel performers that lived in Chicago, all hung out at a bar I used to hang out at. That's how I met people in the industry initially. And a girl I was dating for a little while was a performer, but like everyone who shot for BA in those days were basically pro-ams. Like they shoot 1-2 scenes a year for Burning Angel. And I just asked her at like one point, like, why are you just shooting 1 or 2 scenes a year? You're in your mid-20s. Like, there's a limited, especially in these days, there's a limited shelf life on this shit. There's only so many Lisa Anns. The amount of people who make it to like legitimate MILF status and have a successful, thriving career through that, few and far between. Like, why are you wasting your best time shooting 1-2 scenes a year? And she's just like, I do this for fun. I'm like, okay, but I, to this day, don't comprehend it.
So people just don't take life seriously sometimes.
The path made by our elders does not make sense anymore.
No, nothing. I mean, I'm gonna say like nothing. Like I think the reality now is life is so much more complicated. People are so much more complicated that like there is no clear-cut path.
No, you don't have 9 children anymore because 3 of them are gonna die.
Yeah.
You don't have farmland that you need tilling. You don't need a small army of free labor.
You got to figure out the answers for yourself.
Yeah, that's the only reason to really have kids. Free labor.
No, facts. And that's why a lot of parents see their children as property.
Well, you got to name them. They are property. Till they're 18, they're property.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not having them. Because
a strong sentiment regarding children.
What are they going to do? Go to an orphanage? Call CPS, motherfucker. I dare you. I dare you. All I get is a break from you at that point.
Yeah. What? A blessing that you don't have children.
You're like, my big takeaway from this podcast is, thank God Matt stopped breeding.
Thank God you don't have any kids.
That I know about.
Yeah.
I have more than 30 years. Well, not 30 years of being sexually active. A good, what I got the vasectomy now, like almost a good 20 years of being sexually active. You know, that I don't know. No one's come looking for money or.
That's good.
Yeah.
Just give it like 10 years. Someone will be like, I was tracing my roots And I finally found my father.
This is why I don't do 23andMe.
Yeah.
I'm not making it easy for them.
Yeah, absolutely, because they will find you.
Then what am I going to do?
A really awkward conversation.
Well, and they'll be too old at that point for me to teach them how to make me drinks.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a real free labor. Like if I had a kid, it would be serving us drinks right now. It'd be mixing your cocktail for you. Why else? Why else would it have a purpose? Like I'm giving it meaning.
You know, God forbid you have children to foster a joyous human being.
No, make great artists.
Yeah, no, don't bring children in this world.
To make great artists, we need great artists.
No, don't traumatize them. Don't
No, that's
traumatize the kids.
How else are they going to become great artists?
Maybe is it worth?
Yes, the world needs art.
The world does need art. Well, we'll see how much art we get in 2 years when AI advances even further.
So yeah, AI. I'm of two minds about AI. Like AI as a tool, as an extension of the arm of the artist.
Sure.
Great.
Sure.
I can't draw for shit.
Yeah.
But if I can use AI to bring some idea in my head to life,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But AI just existing. Like if it's self-propagating its own creations, nah, not so great.
Yeah. I think when it's taking over like whole jobs and opportunities that like real world people should be like doing, like that's where I'm just like,
yeah, but same can be said about factories, and automation has always replaced jobs.
Always, it's inevitable, and I think that's the thing I'm like struggling with. That like it's inevitable that like AI is going to take over occupations and jobs.
It just sucks when it happens to you. When it happened to the auto worker, it's like, oh, that sucks. But when it's happening to you, sucks a lot more.
Yeah, I'm just like, so when AI and robotics become so advanced that like they can do the majority of jobs, like what happens to the average person?
Oh, we're fighting over water at that point. We're like, you best have guns because water's going to be real at a premium, and we're going to have to go fight Nestle for it.
I really hope I don't see that in my lifetime.
You're younger than me. You'll much more likely to see
Stop, no.
How good of a shot are you? You're from Florida. You should be able to shoot.
I always say, like, if the apocalypse happened in my lifetime, immediately. Sorry, I'm not living through an apocalyptic event.
No, I think that's the best time to go do meth.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm smoking so much crack.
Right? Just like hit that pipe and go into the wasteland.
Heroin?
No, you need uppers. Like you need uppers to go into the. You don't want to be sluggish in the wasteland.
I don't know what heroin is like.
Well, it is a downer. I've been led to believe opiates are not my jam. But you generally don't see heroin addicts, full of energy, and they technically have the nods.
Yeah.
So don't do that. Don't do H into the apocalypse.
Meth and upper?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. I'm not familiar.
Amphetamines, yeah. That's their whole jam.
That makes sense.
Their whole jam is about getting shit done. But in the apocalyptic future, you're pretty. You could just be like, pretty privilege, kill for me.
I have that sentiment if I were to ever go to prison. Pretty privilege.
Yeah, but in modern America, you really don't want to go to prison because, like, you'd possibly end up in a men's prison depending on where you were arrested.
But that's what I mean. I don't know. Maybe like that's the naive part of myself where I'm just like, I am going to like the alpha man in that prison. He's gonna make me his like wife. And he's gonna protect me, and he's gonna get me as much cup noodle as I want from commissary.
You're being a sugar baby all over again.
Yeah, in prison. Like, I'm okay with sacrificing that little bit of joy, like being codependent to a man who will protect me in prison. And I would just suck his cock on occasion.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it sure beats fighting people.
I'm not a fighter.
Right. I'd have no choice but to fight people. So
Yeah, no, you're fighting.
yeah,
Granted, I don't think you have the same issues that I would have.
probably not. Different ones. I am a Jew, so
Yeah,
like,
okay, fair. No, you gotta go full white power. Don't clip that one little bit, please.
I will not. Yeah, like unless it's like club fed. Like,
Yeah.
my people ain't made for that shit.
Moral of the story: don't go to prison.
Well, yeah, don't get caught.
Don't go. Yeah, shit. Period.
Because don't do things that are morally wrong. Crimes are not intrinsically morally wrong.
Sure, I agree with that.
Because for fuck's sake, full service sex work is a crime.
Mm-hmm. Dumb.
It is. But really, your apocalypse plan is just to be like, nah, no apocalypse for me.
Yeah. So like, I'm deathly afraid of like, I hate zombie movies. And I'm like, if I were like in a zombie apocalypse, blow my brains out.
Zombie apocalypse, like, I feel like they overcomplicate that shit in movies.
Oh no. I'm just, oh no.
Zombies aren't smart. They're not getting into secure buildings.
But what if it's like World War Z where they run fast?
Yeah, they still can't operate electronic doors.
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm offing myself.
You're literally jumping the gun.
You know, maybe this is just like muscle memory from my teenage years of depression. You know, if there's an inconvenience, I'm just like,
just slip into oblivion. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
it's just too much. It's too much.
And I don't even necessarily disagree with you. I'm just being contrarian to be contrarian. Like, I am fat and out of shape. Do you think I want to fight people for supplies?
Oh God, I can't. Ugh.
20 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
Now I'm 45 and out of shape. Like, I'm gonna die tired.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going,
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
that sounds like the worst way to go. Like, winded, just huffing and like, well, you win, motherfucker. Like, you know, basically showing them my belly. Like, you know, like fucking defeated animal.
I don't like my cortisol levels being high. I don't enjoy stress.
You're not supposed to.
No, we're not. People, you're not supposed to be stressed all the time. Please get help.
Yeah, that's a tall order in modern America.
Unfortunately, it is. But it goes back to our conversation about you have to choose yourself.
Yeah, but no amount of choosing yourself will stop the inundation of social media and
No, that's true.
the flashing screens.
That's true.
Unless you're like, I'm gonna go back to my fucking razor.
Yeah. But smart decisions can help alleviate the burden.
And really dumb ones can too.
Yeah. Well, yes. And then you're homeless smoking crack on the street.
They don't seem pretty distressed.
Mm.
I mean, for real, I was talking to a social worker who works with the unhoused a while back.
Yeah.
And she said, like, the biggest problem with the unhoused situation is convincing people to go back inside. Because once you actually become accustomed
Yeah.
to living on the street,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to convince people to go back inside because out there, you don't have those responsibilities. You don't have all those stressors.
Yeah.
You're pretty fucking free.
Yeah.
How do you convince someone to be like, yo, go back inside and pay bills?
Yeah.
Once you're like comfortable with sleeping out there, how do you convince someone like,
I mean, I don't not that like the freedom of being unhoused, I can't fathom being this like splendor and paradise. But
Well, that's the beauty of the species. Like
yeah,
we're very adaptable, and
we are for sure.
the problem is we're super adaptable, but also super stuck in our ways. So like once you adapt, once the stimuli forces you to adapt, convincing you to change again requires more stimuli.
You know, you're making me really rethink my idea.
Of living indoors.
Well, I think what I'm rethinking is the expectation of how to have joy in your life.
It's very nuanced. It's individual.
Extremely nuanced, and you make a really good point about adaptability. English wasn't my first language.
It's okay. It's mine, and I'm not doing any better.
Yeah, going from unhoused back to the complications of the world we deal with, well, coupled with whatever you are, you know, have experienced being, unhoused. I can't fathom. I can't fathom.
Yeah, whatever stressors initially happened, whatever got you out there in the first place, like, yeah, it's. But I'm sure there are some people out there on Skid Row that are legitimately fucking having the best time of their lives.
I'm not gonna deny that.
You can't. I have no proof. Neither do you. I am just throwing out a hypothesis. You get to have a bunch of outdoor sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smelly outdoor sex.
Smelly. But then it's like you watch watch like TV in this like fantasy settings. It's like takes place in like whatever fucking hundreds, and it's just like, damn, sex must have stank.
Oh yeah, I think it was Victorian era fucking England, where like having black teeth was fashionable, like having rotting teeth was fashionable.
Yeah, I mean, in like feudal Japan, the women painted their teeth black because it was fashionable.
That's better than letting them rot.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's the sentiment behind it. Because if you were wealthy, you could afford the kind of food that would rot your teeth.
One, you would afford food that wasn't so solid that your rotten teeth couldn't chew it.
Yeah. Crazy. It's crazy how status defines beauty.
Well, hell, being fat used to be a sign of wealth.
And now being skinny because it means you can afford a Ozempic.
See, I think we should bring back being fat as a sign of wealth just for me. Literally, I'm just trying to use an excuse to not, have weight.
Well, I mean, like curvy was the sign of beauty because it meant like one, like you could afford a BBL.
Yeah. Afford a BBL, get your tits done. That's got to be a wild thing for the people that actually are breeding. How many people pump out children that look like neither one of the parents at this point?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like I see it within my community where it's like we so readily have so many cosmetic surgeries that like so many people don't look like remotely like their relatives. And just like I can't fathom like people like that like having children. It's just like, oh, your baby ain't gonna look like you.
Well, and just think about like if you're one partner who didn't have a lot of work done, not really thinking about that, like their partner had a bunch of work done and like expecting like, oh, well, shit, I was attracted to you. We're going to make some beautiful fucking kids. And then it comes out like, oh shit, that looks like 1.0.
You know, I read this like dumb tabloid article like years back where this like Korean man sued his like wife because they had a baby and like the baby was kind of ugly. And the wife had all these like cosmetic procedures and like the husband didn't know and he was suing. And that's basically like what we're talking about. Silly.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why you got to look at the yearbook photos. Like, that don't look like you.
What did you? Like, I mean, but it's also like, if you're like having kids, granted, like I it's not something I really thought about because I don't care about having kids. Like, did they really go in like, are my kids gonna be attractive?
I don't fucking know. In theory, I think everyone I know who has kids is because they love their partner. And
Right. And it's okay if the kids are busted.
hell,
That's a risk you take.
Two
Your
of my
children
friends-
may be ugly.
2 of my friends put a helmet on their child to like,
Oh, they had the bumpy heads.
I guess.
I don't understand how that works.
I don't either.
I just know they got soft skulls, which like really kind of icks me out a little bit. Like, what do you mean you have soft skulls? Like, oh,
the bones have not fully fused.
ooh, I
Happened
don't
to
like
us
that.
too.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, then don't go back in time and be in your child's body.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But if you could go back in time and redo your life, would you?
Oh no.
Oh.
That would fuck up so much shit. Like I drink too much to keep track of like what key moments I have to keep intact. And there's been too much chaos.
No, like if you were to go back in time, suddenly you were 10 years old, you immediately write down all the important details you need to remember because you will
buy Microsoft stock.
No, literally, you're like Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin.
Oh God. I had opportunities to get BTC cheap too. And this is a tangent, but I had fairly cheap Ethereum at some point and needed the money and sold off. I mean, I made a profit, but not the profit I could have made.
Yeah. You didn't know.
No, I did not. But, oh yeah, no, going back and playing with that shit, no, it would fuck up too much.
Yeah.
You know, I might not get the character development that got me here.
Mm-hmm.
I could have been stuck as like being a broy 20-year-old.
Yeah.
And then being a well-to-do, like, because, you know, manipulating the stock market and all.
Mm-hmm. Now you're a man with character.
Yeah, I've had life experiences. I'm like, oh my God, learn the error of my ways from my youth. Like, my father was not a great male figure when it came to that shit. Like, I very much remember like going out to dinner with him in like my early 20s and be like, you should get that waitress's number.
Yeah.
It's like, no, she's being polite because it's her job.
Ooh, that's just so awkward. My grandfather was like that. Oh, just the hitting on waiters. Grandpa, you're old. Why are you doing that? No, it's so weird.
Yeah, like this person is forced to be nice to you.
Literally.
It's just like learning at some point, like hitting on bartenders is low cost. They're literally stuck behind a fixture and cannot escape from you, and it's their job to be polite to you.
People don't realize, like, they get it really confused. And it like comes down to like performance.
Well, it's also me think you pretty, me must do stuff. Fucking caveman.
Yeah, literally.
It's like why dudes holler from cars or honk. And like, in what reality do you think she's gonna turn around and be like, oh shit, I need to jump in that car with that dude?
Does it happen? No, I really do wonder these things. Like the people who just like off the street, like, oh baby, you look so good. Let me get you. I'm like, has this ever worked?
I'm sure it has worked for someone once.
It absolutely has. I mean, don't get me wrong. If a super fine ass man or like, damn, man, let me get your number. I mean, I'd be like, oh my God, I've had 3 drinks.
Right. And like, I could definitely see a woman be like, I appreciate the confidence.
Yeah.
Like, he had the balls to just, holler.
Yeah. Probably also red flagging himself.
Not arguing there. But, yeah, it has had some success. Now, the percentage of success, pretty fucking low. But it comes back to the fucking ego. Like, oh, well, I'm awesome. So why would she say no?
Charisma, delusion, drive. It'll get you somewhere.
It will.
Yes, it will.
Now, for the dudes out there, do you really want to pick up a woman who would be like, yeah, I'm down? You holler like that, and she's like, yeah, let's do this.
There is something like kind of magical in the spontaneity of it all. Because I can't, like, To me, like, life is so structured, like, dating for me, like, I can't imagine, like, IRL getting picked up because 'cause I'm not that kind of person.
You've never had, like, a one-night stand?
So, maybe it stems from my transness. As a trans woman, I do not like being in public spaces and people hitting on me. I will never return usually that like energy, even if I find you attractive, because there is that fear that they don't know I'm trans. And if I don't immediately come out and say I'm trans, like I am now tricking them. And that's not something I've ever wanted to fuck with, you know? It's a safety thing for trans
Oh,
people
for
as
sure.
well.
For sure.
Like, I also just don't do well with rejection. So I just don't fuck with that, and that's where I'm like, "Thank God for online dating," where it's like, it's right there, it says I'm trans, and if we match, it means you like me.
Or they're not paying attention to what you had to say. They just like,
Oh.
or just saw your image.
Oh, I've been there where it's like, they match and they're like, "Oh, I read your bio, you're trans." And they're just like, "Yeah, sorry, this ain't for me." I'm like, "Great." Cool.
Cool. Have a good life.
Absolutely. And we unmatched and gone on our merry fucking way. That's fine.
Yeah. No,
But IRL, I don't know, it's a little scary for me.
well,
Fuck
understandable. Like,
you.
there's, you know, histories of violence
Absolutely.
and you know, and which just it sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks, but it's something unfortunately you have to be consciously aware of.
Very. Definitely. Definitely. And it's just so awkward, like, navigating that because it's like, do they know I'm trans? And now you're, like, trying to measure how passable or clocky you were, where it's like, well, can they, like, tell? So, like, for example, like, oftentimes I don't talk. So it's like you can, like, kinda look at towards my pants region and kinda see something and be able to tell. It's like, can they tell within my voice? Can they, like, see other like, but do they know? Or can they not tell? And then it's just like it becomes really tricky and just becomes this, like, weird place where it's just like, "Hey, by the way, I'm trans. Is that okay?" And that's something, like, me and my friends, like, we have to do. And it's kinda weird and awkward, and I don't like going through that.
Yeah, it sounds less than fun.
No.
Does not sound like a good time. It's just like, okay, well, you have all the normal stigmas of like possibly being rejected by this person you find attractive.
Yeah.
And then add in like, well, now there's this extra factor that like maybe a
Yeah.
discriminatory factor for the other party.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that, like, people are scared about this, like, aggressive, you know, response due to someone feeling like they were tricked. Even if you were outright like, "Hey, you're hitting on me. I just want you to know, like, do you like trans women? Because I am trans."
Right.
And then, like, for them to, like, respond poorly, like, that's terrible.
Unfortunately, dudes have a lot of growing to do in a lot of situations. I mean, how many dudes can't stand rejection from a fucking cis girl?
Yeah.
Like, how weak is your ego that you can't hear a no?
Mhm.
That the object of your lust doesn't want to be with you.
Yeah.
Why would you be upset that someone doesn't want to be with you? Okay, cool. You got your expectations broken. But if they don't want to be with you, why would you try to force it?
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to be with you. So, wouldn't you want to be with someone who wants to be with you? Maybe.
You would think, like, it makes sense, but then, like, people I don't know. There's just not some good seeds in this world.
Well, and unfortunately, expectations lead to unhappiness.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Don't go in with expectations. Like, I feel like the best time you have in your life is when you don't have expectations and you just go in wanting to experience.
Yeah, that's why you keep them real low. That's why I tell everyone I lay mediocre dick.
I can only impress you from here.
Right.
And if it's really, really terrible, at least you know it was coming.
Right? I told you, it's mediocre. Told you. Now, if you start telling your friends it was below mediocre, then we may have a problem.
Yeah, damn.
I'm not 2.5 stars. I'm
Yeah.
not laying 1-star dick. But no, you gotta keep expectations low.
Keep it low. Keep it low.
Because you can only be pleasantly surprised.
You know what? I love that sentiment. That sentiment works.
It does. It's real though, because what hurts the most? Like, oh my God, I had a life with this person. I was going to build a life with this person. I have all these expectations of the grandiose wedding and life we're going to have together, and then it doesn't work out. And oh my God, I'm crushed.
Yeah.
Or we were having a good time together and it didn't work out. What hits you harder?
Yeah. Which is life, because most times things don't work out, and that's okay.
Statistically, they don't.
And if you think it's working out, you're probably forcing an agenda.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Like the positive statistics on that number, how much of it is forced and like, if given a good option and a good out, they would be on the other side of the metric.
Absolutely. If you could snap your fingers and you're in this different life circumstance without any of the consequences, people are slamming that button.
Even if it kills people. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, if you slam this button and someone random dies, like pop, pop,
Yeah,
pop,
no,
pop.
literally. Literally.
How fast would you hit that button?
Well, okay. If I hit the button, what happens?
$5 million.
Okay, one person dies?
Yeah. One random person you don't know. Like pulling the button away from you. You only get to hit it once.
I mean, but it's like the thing you like to think about. It's just like, especially in a political climate right now, death. We are surrounded by death.
We've always been surrounded by death.
Always, always. That is human history. What is one random death? We are all pressing that button. We are smashing that button.
If you're honest.
Yeah, people are dying. That's just a reality.
Well, it's why I don't believe in God. Like,
Yeah.
if there was a loving and forgiving God, why would there be so many kids with cancer?
You know, I think like people who are always tout like, I put human lives above everything. There was some conservative influence, I don't know, some person who was like, I would kill all monkeys if it were to save one person. And then somebody commented, but would you suck off every monkey to save one person?
Hell, would you suck off one person to save one person?
No.
Like, if you suck this person's dick, heterosexual guy, it will cure AIDS.
I'm not saying life shouldn't be valuable.
It's not.
But how we interact with life and how we gauge life truly, like, it is not as valuable as you think.
It's not valuable at all. But also, it comes down to a point I made earlier in the show. It's concepts. The rest of humanity is concepts. They are a concept. It's really easy to discriminate against the concept. It's really easy to be like, oh yeah, man, 125 Iranian children died. Man, that sucks. I mean, it legitimately does suck. That didn't mean to say that sarcastically.
Right.
But I didn't lose any sleep over it. Like,
but that's the thing. We have to see all of those horrible, horrible things as concepts, because if you do not, you will hate life. Life would be miserable empathizing with all of the death and destruction and just horribleness that is happening in life, because you cannot change it.
No.
You, as an individual, unfortunately, like, sure, there's like little, vote for the better person, but like, you cannot. You have no power, baby. I'm so sorry. You have to disconnect.
You do. You absolutely do. But if you were to drop dead right now, it would affect me infinitely more than 125 children dying in Iran. Plus, I'd have to carry your body out. So.
Oh my God. You're like, God damn it, this is an inconvenience.
It definitely is.
You
Especially
just do it at my place?
Especially because you'll void your bowels when you go.
Oh God. Oh no, drag me out before all that happens.
I mean, it generally happens pretty quick.
Oh, you can drag me out very fast.
But then I don't know if you're dead or just unconscious. It'd be really rude to just leave you unconscious in the hallway.
Yeah.
Like, your publicist would be real mad at me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, why'd you just leave her in the hallway? She just had a little too much to drink.
Yeah, damn. I was just a little sleepy. I was just a little sleepy.
I just dragged her in the hallway before she shit herself and she died.
Oh, yeah, the inconveniences of death.
But it would legitimately affect me much more if you dropped dead.
Yeah,
right
that would be horrible.
Yeah.
That would be, oh my God, you're giving me trauma. Like, God damn it.
My bad. My bad. But the world's always been a horrible place. We're just infinitely more aware of it.
Absolutely. And then, like, I do feel like you do need to, like, have that balance. Because, like, some people are, like, so ignorant on what is happening that they're just so unaffected. And it's just like, I don't believe in that. Like, we do need to have compassion for humanity as a whole. But there's nuance. There's nuance. Like, you can't give too much of a fuck because you have no power versus, like, you need to care enough where, like, perhaps we can vote for something, like, better. We can try to, like, have the, like, compassion to want better.
Or I could just be voting in my own self-interest and, vote better.
No, better.
My friends in my community not being discriminated against is in my own self-interest.
No, facts. It's towing that line. It's towing that line. And that is difficult to do.
Well, yeah, especially when you're not smart enough to know what to believe.
Absolutely. Department of Education, gone.
Nuance, gone.
Nuance, very gone. Nuance, very gone. Like, if you don't have, like, the cognitive knowledge to even discern nuance, like, what is there? It's just personal bias feeding your worldview.
Yeah, and often someone else's personal bias and you're just regurgitating it.
No, absolutely. Hi, 4chan communities.
Alpha male podcasters.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be that new documentary about, like, those, like, toxic masculine communities. Oh, that gives me the fucking ick.
Well, like, I feel like a lot of those came to be because we're in an age where dudes are kind of lost.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but, like, in my childhood, all the fairy tales ended with the prince getting the princess as a reward.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your one true love was your reward for being the hero, and everyone's the hero of their own story.
Of course. So where's my princess?
Right. Oh, she's off on OnlyFans.
Yeah. My heart goes out, everybody is lonely. These are lonely times, especially with how accessible humanity is to us. It's troubling and it's sad that, the youth, specifically, I guess, like, men have fallen into these communities of misogyny, racism, homophobia, queerphobia, to feel like they belong and to feel empowered.
Which is fucked, because how are you empowered by just actively putting someone else down? Like, what in a million years is alpha about giving a fuck about who other people fuck?
In Mon QA, I better than you.
Well, and that's the whole throwback to the 90s of, using homosexual slurs against people. It's the intent of that slur was to call someone else less than.
Yeah.
No one actually, like, consciously thought that, you were a homosexual. They were just like, no, by calling you a homosexual, you're less than.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, you're not, though. Like, I don't. It just society evolved, thankfully.
Sure.
At least for some of us.
Society has regressed in ways too.
We're doomed. We're just doomed. Maybe.
Apocalypse when?
Yeah. What is your choice apocalypse?
No choice, because I'm offing myself. I don't want to off
but
myself.
I'm saying, like, if you had to, like, zombie, asteroid, nuclear war.
Okay, so I guess my choice would be the one where like I don't even see it coming and it's done in an instant. My thing is like I don't want to see it coming because I feel like that will produce so much stress. Like, I don't want to deal with that. Like, yeah, if I had a choice, I don't want to see it coming.
It's like, oh, okay, nuked.
Boom. Aliens. They got the Death Star.
Aliens sound like the worst plan.
Yeah, no, it's horrible.
Well,
horrible. But if it's a Death Star's out there and we're not aware, and they boom, the planet explodes.
There's no reason for the Death Stars. We have natural resources.
Yeah.
It would be much more like European colonists in North America.
Yeah,
Except we'd be the natives.
Yeah, and exactly. You know what I'm doing?
Maybe they like trans girls.
I'm not betting on it. As soon as I see anything about like people being terrorized, I'm done.
I'd say give it a minute. It's a very permanent choice.
Yeah. But life is meaningless.
It is. But you only get one of them, so you might as well like have as much fun as you can. And think of the adventure. You could take over your own ship. You could be a space pirate.
Oh, I could smoke a lot of crack.
Right? Space crack.
Space crack. Whoa, the aliens got good drugs.
Right? They have future drugs.
Future drugs. I hope aliens are good.
Probably not.
Please don't do what people did to the Native Americans.
Our resources aren't that good. We're destroying them.
No, truly, especially in the United States.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't
give me an excuse.
Right? Stay. We want you to stay.
Yeah. I'll go off my antidepressants right now.
Please don't. Yeah. I don't need you voiding your bowels.
Yeah. Not here. Do it outside.
I don't need it in my hallway. I gotta go out there eventually.
Yeah, a mile away.
I don't know what happens a mile from here.
Exactly. That's perfect. Take it off my conscience.
Well, I mean, it'll be good numbers for me. It'll be your last interview.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not really putting that out there.
Yeah.
Your fan base will be like, what the fuck? The fuck? Come for me. Like, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, I was doing a bit. I swear, it was jokes.
She was so vulnerable.
I do not wish her any harm. I wish her many more
Obviously,
awards.
we do not condone suicide.
Depending on who's doing it.
Get help. Therapy is out there. Accessible therapy is out there.
Once again, I stand by. Depends on who's doing it. Some of you I wouldn't be too mad about. Well, and on a serious note, like I do believe, if you're terminally ill or some shit and you want to euthanize yourself,
yeah,
why should you be forced to live in fucking agony if it's gonna be horrible for your remaining time on Earth?
I just saw it in my personal life recently, where like a family relative, impoverished, unfortunately made a bunch of poor decisions in their life, and they were really poorly sick, and they just had nothing to live for, and they just wanted to die, and they did not have that choice available for them, and it took agonizing months for the sickness to do its course, and that's not fair.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be a rash choice. It shouldn't be like an emotional choice.
Of course, I agree.
But if you really feel like your best solution is to get the fuck out of here, weigh it heavy, but it's your choice. It's your body. Your life.
Obviously, it needs to be thought out and it needs to be heavily considered. But the reality is, some people aren't in good places and cannot readily just change that. Where it's like people, oh, don't kill yourself. Life will get better. Some people are in such dire circumstances where they just cannot pull themselves out of that hole, whether it be extreme poverty, crippled with terminal illness. Like,
But once again, nuance.
absolutely. That's what it really is. It's nuance.
Yeah. This is not a catch-all.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But once again, don't do it rashly, because like everyone who's ever thrown themselves off the Golden Gate Bridge and survived has reported, like, while they're midair, they're like we're like, I shouldn't have done this.
Yeah. That sounds terrifying. I'm not ever jumping off a plane.
Skydiving's fun.
Oh, have you skydived?
Mhm.
Oh, I would never. I would never. But I also have a fear of heights.
Well, and that I'm like, I don't necessarily have a fear of heights, but I will say that was part of the rush of it, was like, oh, you're going up in a little prop plane. I did it in Skydive Chicago, which is like farmland 60 miles outside of Chicago. So you could see the different plots of farmland from the fucking
Yeah.
prop. And it's like, oh, this is real. This is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, that
But
doesn't sound great.
Oh, it was one, really great to like just be like, no, I'm bigger than my fucking fear. Two, once I was in the air,
Mhm.
it's like a really fast roller coaster.
I hate roller coasters.
Well, that's not your jam.
Yeah.
And when you popped and we were under canopy, like actually float, the most relieving feeling of my life. Like, oh, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna fucking live.
I was like, God, I'm okay.
I'm still hundreds of feet in the air, but I'm gonna live. I'm gonna fucking live.
Yeah, I imagine it's very euphoric when your like feet hit the ground and you're just like, hey, I'm alive.
Yeah. I'm also a toxic piece of shit, because I did it shortly after a major breakup and put my ex-girlfriend as all my contact information if I died.
That's so funny. No, I love that. That's funny.
Yeah, really did that. That's not a bit. That's a real thing I did. Such a toxic piece of shit for that. Like, she would have been the first one notified if I did.
I respect it.
If you did or you didn't, it's still something I did.
Yep.
But on that note, I hate to do it. We gotta call last call on this motherfucker. We've been doing this for a hot minute. Before we get you out of here,
Yes.
tell them where they can find you on the things.
My name is Kasey, pronounced Kasey, Kei. You can find me on Twitter at Call Me Kasey Kei, and on Instagram at official Kasey Kei. And if you want to see some hot and dirty stuff, OnlyFans at also Call Me Kasey Kei.
Not to be confused with the voice of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
But until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.